Hey there, welcome to the very first YouTube episode here at Stratus Building Solutions of San Jose. I'm Ryan Robertson, and today we're diving into the world of franchise ownership with Lorena. Lorena, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
So before we get into the nitty and gritty, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Sure. Well, my name is Lorena Pimentel. I'm from Mexico. I've been with Stratus for 5 years. I've been here in the United States since last time for 8 years now.
Wow.
With my family, my husband, and I have 2 kids, a girl and a boy. In Mexico, I studied psychology, which is going to help me a lot with my future answers. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Let's talk about how you stumbled onto Stratus Building Solutions, okay? And what made you say, yep, this is the franchise for me. This is what I want to do moving forward in my life. What made you get to that point?
Okay, I think that for a long time now, in my mind, ever since I started college or started growing up and start thinking about my future, what I wanted to do, I always had that thing that my dad used to tell me, like, if you can build something on your own, be your own boss, try to find that thing that will provide you all your needs at that moment of your life. So it did came to it, coming here in the United States for us is, for a lot of people, I want to say, it's hard finding that balance between professional life, family. And that was like the main reason, my family, my kids wanted to have more time for them, wanted to build a better future for them. We got into the janitorial business through some friends. They help us, we started working for them at the beginning, and they're really good friends, and we're still good friends until now. And one day they told me, even my husband and I, they told us, you guys want to make more money? I'm like, yeah, I think that's what we're here for, Then we recommend you to go buy a franchise. Start your own business in janitorial. This is a good business that you can make a lot in your life, change your life in a lot of areas. So, and here we are in Stratus. We came here, they explained how everything works, and because the low cost of starting our own business, that was the main point. We're here.
Well, I'll say this, Lorena. I think your father gave you some great advice. I think that that's what we're here for. I think that franchising gives that opportunity to work for yourself, and that's an amazing thing that you had that kind of advice. Not a lot of people get that. So Lorena, businesses have their ups and downs, right? They have the challenges throughout when you're growing a business. What are some of the challenges that you faced, your business faced, and kind of how you overcame those challenges?
I think my biggest challenge was fear. Everything new to your life is always going to feel fear in you. And just the decision of becoming a business owner, starting a franchise is like, what am I getting into, And just conquering that fear, I think that was like the main challenge for me.
Thank you for that feedback. That's going to be impactful for somebody else who's listening in who might be scared to jump into this franchise game. And it's fear. And I think that if we can overcome it, your life changes.
Right? Oh yeah, it does.
For the positive.
It does.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, we're here at Lorena's house in San Jose, California. We're here to ask her some questions and get some vital information to help your guys' business be more successful. Come on, let's go check it out. Lorena, Freddie, thank you so much for allowing me to be in your guys' beautiful home. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, let's dive right into some questions here, right, guys? So you guys have been killing it for franchise. Let's just be honest with it. 5 years, you guys have been really doing a successful business. What kind of advice would you give to a person? If one thing you wanted to give them, golden nugget, whatever you want to call it, what would you give them advice-wise to get to where you guys are at currently?
Take risks in life. Life is just a risk overall. And if you don't take a risk on grabbing those opportunities that life offers you, you won't get anywhere. I mean, just life is taking risks in every area of your life. And that's what we have done. And that's how it has worked for us. And here we are.
You mentioned earlier that that family life is important to you and things like that. So can you explain to me how buying a franchise with Stratus has helped you kind of balance that work life, like keeping it balanced, be able to see your family when you want to, and also taking care of the things you're responsible for a business?
Yes. Okay, for myself, I think that life is not easy. You know, life doesn't give you everything in a gold platter. You know, you have to earn it. You have to work for it. At first, taking the risk of deciding to buy a franchise, like I said, it wasn't easy, but so far it's been one of the best decisions we have taken in life. And at first, it was hard, you know, because it was just my husband and I working for the franchise. Then some of my family members came aboard here and there. I think that's also one thing that we're proud of, you know, helping others, provide them a job. Not only my family members, but a lot of employees that are working with us right now. And just managing that time frame for you to be with your kids when they're on vacations, you know. For us, my husband and I, is being always really hard when you tell your kids, okay, I'll see you later, I'm going to work. Why? Why do you have to work? Why don't you stay here with us? You know, those words in our minds is like, okay, you have to work, manage your time, look for new ways, strategies within the franchise to have more time for your kids, you know. I mean, everything is just a challenge because it's one after another one. But I think that's what makes life so interesting.
Well, I think it's, you know, you talk about work-life balance here, and we're talking about, you said you've hired family members.
Yes.
So you get to spend that time with your family. And if anything, you've brought your family to the business as well. I think that's part of it, right?
Yes.
You don't have to be sitting around a table to eat food with your family to be able to enjoy it. You can do it by working too.
True.
I think a lot of people look at it that way. It sounds like you guys do too.
Yeah, it's been a blessed.
Lorena is a very successful franchise owner because of her mentality. She is definitely a go-getter. She's also very successful because she has amazing communication with both her clients and her employees.
I think Lorena is a great franchise owner for multiple reasons. One of the reasons I believe is because she's very open to communicating with her clients. If there are any problems, she's like on top of it immediately. She makes sure to always be on it. She's also very open to learning. She wants to learn more.
I see Lorena's business taking off in the next 5 years. She's definitely going to at least triple her revenue.
In the next 5 years, I see Lorena's business doubling in growth and having more employees. With her, I feel like the sky's the limit.
Lorena, Freddie, thank you again for allowing us to be in your beautiful home. You know, last question. You know, there's going to be people watching this video, and hopefully they're inspired by your story. Is there any last advice or anything you would like to say to them? Maybe if they're thinking about getting into this or anything, right, in life. Is there anything you want to kind of throw out there? Last thoughts?
I just want to say that in this life, nothing is impossible. It just takes a lot of work and a lot of things to learn to get there. Combining everything you have learned in life, it will help you, you know, move forward in any decision that you make, especially in business. You know, you have to be willing to learn, to go out there and just, okay, if I make a mistake, I'm human, sorry, apologize, accept, but learn from it and just grow, you know?
Great
Don't
advice.
get stuck
That's
there.
great advice, Lorraine. I thank you guys again. But the advice of don't give up and kind of push forward, I think it scares people. You said it earlier on your interview, is that, you know, fear is something that people overcome. It sounds like you guys have got the recipe for overcoming the fear. So thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you for us. Thank you for having us, and it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you.
Hey, before I go, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because we got some great interviews coming your way. I'm Ryan Robertson, and from Stratus of San Jose, stay inspired and keep striving for greatness.